Welcome back to Robinson's Automotive, toolsandtime.com. Today we're back with this older 2003 Chevy, and it's got a concern with the ABS. I think the ABS light has been coming on, but it's intermittent, and what he's feeling is when he comes to a stop, only on occasion, he'll hit the brake and it'll bounce back at him. So I'm expecting a speed sensor. We're going to scan the codes, see what comes up, and then we'll take it from there. I'll be using my Autel MaxiSys. I got the dongle plugged in, and we just getting ready to do an auto scan. It identified the VIN number, which is good. Now we're going to go in and we're going to just go through the prompts and follow them along. That's base radio. Okay, so 2003 light duty Chevy truck. It's got the 4.8 V8. Yes. We're going to go into diagnose. I can do an auto scan and we go through all the modules, but I'm going to go to control unit and we're going to check the ABS for codes because that's what it's here for today. So let's read the codes. Okay, as we expected, we do have a left front wheel speed sensor that's missing. The ABS light isn't on currently, but we're also parked, so that's one of those ones that will reset itself. We have this excessive dump, but we'll look at that here shortly. So what I want to do next is come back out of here, and I want to go to live data. And the data PIDs I'll be looking for is the speed. So we want left front, right front. Okay. So most likely it shares one speed sensor for the back, I'm assuming. But we have the left and right front, which we're after. So we're going to graph these. We'll watch and see if they stay true to each other as we drive. And this if we can recreate it and confirm the customer's issue. So right now, no ABS light. So I'm just going to start driving. You guys watch what we have going on here. As you can see, we have a signal from the right front and the rear, but nothing is changing on the left front. So I'm assuming, oh, we had a little change, but there goes the ABS. But as you can see, it's because it thinks that there's something going on with that left front. It's seeing some weird activity, and it's not quite sure what to do about it. So we're gonna wait for some traffic to clear up here. I might be able to turn out. Let's see what we can do. All right. I'm gonna watch this while we drive down the road just to see. Okay, right now everything's reading good, so not bad. Seems like it's more at a lower speed, but that blue one is kind of standing out amongst the rest. We'll just have you watch closely. See what changes as we slow down to a slower speed. All right, no ABS activation yet. Oh, there you go. And you can see which one dropped out. That left front, once again, giving us problems. All right, so we confirmed the customer's complaint. We are feeling the ABS. I'm not sure if you can also hear it when I come to a stop, but the main thing is I confirmed it with the data. So I want to get in there and inspect the wheel speed sensor, see if it needs a hub, see if it needs a sensor, and what we find once we pull the sensor out. In order to get to it, it's behind the rotor a little bit. It's tucked in there. So I removed the front wheel, and we're going to remove the caliper. We're going to leave the caliper on the slide pins. I'm simply removing the two 18mm retaining bolts that hold the caliper bracket on. We'll pick this up, we'll set it up out of our way, and then we'll remove the rotor. All right, remove the caliper bracket, like I said, with the caliper attached. We set it on top of the control arm. You don't want to let it hang by the brake hose. And then the rotor just came right off. And then if you come back here, you'll see where the wheel speed sensor resides. Sometimes these come out okay, and sometimes they don't. But what you can get sometimes is what they call rust jack. And see how this rust is starting to delaminate? That can happen, that can take place underneath the sensor as well, and start lifting the sensor up away from the tone ring. Not sure if that's what's going on with this one. We got to take and brush down as much of this dirt as possible because we don't want it to fall down into the hole once we remove the sensor. But we want to get underneath there and see what's going on. We want to take a look at the tip of that sensor and maybe see what else we're seeing there. Since it's a dropout and it's not consistent, it's either a sensor or a jacking issue, like I was saying before, because the wheel bearing, I'm not hearing too much noise and I don't feel any play. So let's clean this up a little bit and pop that sensor out if we can. All right, came in here with a small wire brush, kind of cleaned up everything loose, even up and around here, because like I said, we're going to be opening up this hole that goes down into the tone ring, and there's, you know, that's where your wheel bearing resides and whatnot as well. And we got the loose stuff knocked away, and I sprayed some penetrating oil to let it soak for a little bit, although a lot of times it doesn't help with these. So let's get the, it's either a Torx or an Allen. We'll check that out and get right back to you. Okay, so T30 worked out perfect. I put it in there and I gave it a couple taps with a hammer, just trying to jar it loose a little bit. And I was able to break it loose with a 1/4 inch setup, so it wasn't very tight at all. Now I'm going to take and try to wiggle this out with a pair of pliers. You just put a pair of pliers on there, wiggle it back and forth, try not to twist it, because you want to come out straight. All right, to give us a little bit extra wiggle room with the harness, I took and I popped this clip out using a pair of needle nose pliers. Like you see, you just got to squeeze it. And then I was able to get a pair of pliers on here, wiggle it back and forth. The backing plate might hit you, prevent you from pulling it the rest of the way out. So I'm going to take and I'm going to turn the harness like this. That should allow me to pull this sensor up and out, and then we can inspect it. So we have a little bit of debris, a little bit of grease. It doesn't look, at first I thought it was rubbing, but it doesn't look like there's too much rub marks. But as you can see, we have that rust jacking that I was talking about. There is a shim here. You could always remove shims to get you closer if you have a bad signal. But the thing that we want to do is clean up that rust jacking. I'm going to put a new sensor in here, but 9 times out of 10 you clean that up and that's your problem, and it resolves a lot. So I'm going to clean that up, get a new sensor. That way I'm only in here once, and then we'll take it from there. Prior to cleaning, what I did is I kind of plugged a hole with a little piece of paper towel, because like I said, you don't want debris falling down inside that. So it just acts like a little wad in there. I'll take and I'll scrape this surface, clean it up real good. That way the new sensor and the new shims, or the old shims, I'll probably just reuse the old ones if everything measures the same, because we know that's what the factory set it at. So it should be relatively close. So I'll take and I'll clean that up, give it a nice new surface, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, now that I have it all cleaned up, I'm going to take and pull out my swab, or whatever you want to call it, piece of paper towel. We also want to take a look down in there at the tone ring. We want to spin it. See how everything is looking. Make sure there's no broken teeth or heavy metal deposits. As I was mentioning earlier, I cleaned up that surface, installed a new speed sensor, used the shims that were underneath it. Everything went together well, pretty straightforward. You just follow the clips up and around, unplug it, plug it back in. So now we're getting ready to take her for a spin. So far everything looks good. Mostly did it at lower speeds when I was coming to a stop, so I'm going to come to a stop here. Everything felt great. Okay, so far so good. ABS isn't activating like it was doing before. to stop here again. Everything felt good. That's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I always enjoy reading your feedback.